Let me just go ahead and open up.
Yeah.
All right. Really good game, really competitive. Two good teams. They have a lot of good players, so credit to them. They had a good game plan. It was just, every time we played them, it's come down to that last 2-3 minutes of the game, and it was no different today. And we got some balls bounced to us, hit our foul shots when we needed to, and was able to come out the win. I appreciate all the fans that came. It's a long drive, but we appreciate the support.
Ellie, a big night for you, especially there to start that half. Kind of got you guys on a run. What can you say about how your shot was kind of falling in a big moment tonight?
I just want to say finally, it's been a little dry the past couple games, but he yelled at me yesterday, told me to keep shooting, so I finally just let it go, and I knew it was going to be a big game, so I knew we need somebody to shoot those, and they were just falling tonight. So
Like, can you kind of compare and contrast today and yesterday? Yesterday was kind of a frustrating day for you.
Yeah, I had a really bad game yesterday, but I'm just glad our team pulled it out. We got the win, and we're still dancing. And tonight feels great, obviously. And I just think a lot of other players stepped up really big too. And even our freshmen, like Lily had 15 and 7. That's big. Off the bench, like we had players step up, and that's all we need to win these games.
Coach, what was the message in the locker room? You guys kind of came out. It felt like you guys were shot out of a cannon there in that third quarter. What changed for you guys?
Uh, you know, Honestly, it was very straightforward. But credit to the girls. Everyone was locked in. No one got down themselves. Everyone's talking like we need to do this. Let's change this. And we came out and did it. But that's kind of been how it has been all year. We're real locked in, and we feel like when we've lost, it's been because of us. And we all you can do is just correct what can be corrected. And I tell them all the time, just control what you control in the game. If you control the rebounds, you're taking good shots. Don't turn the ball over. You know, it's going to be anyone's game. And then you hit a couple. Shamia hit a big one. Ellie hit a big one. Shay hit some big rebounds. And then you just start counting shot clocks. And we kind of took the air out of the ball again tonight. And I think that kind of threw them off. They didn't really know how many possessions the game actually was. So then they started, taking some shots that we were able to defend. Physical game, though. Credit to them. Like I said, they're a good team. A lot of really good players. So, we're happy to come out to win.
Coach, to the point that you just made, 8 turnovers today. You said yesterday you're a pretty good team when you don't turn the ball over, and that's sort of been the bugaboo when you've lost this year. What have you done specifically to prepare for the pressure you would see? I mean,
We've done a lot of film work. Everyone learns different, and you can kind of, it's easy for us as coaches to kind of press pause on film, like this is what you should have done. But I think the more like we've watched, like these girls have always been the best players on their team, and if they have a bad game, then their team loses. So this is kind of the first time that they've been on teams where just let the game come to you. You don't have to force everything. And I think the more comfortable, like as the years gone on, they've just started to see the game slow down for them a lot. And you're seeing it for Shay. Grace didn't have any turnovers today. Shamia didn't have any, and Ellie only have one. So it goes right back to being coachable. She had a rough game yesterday, but it was mostly brought on herself. Her frustration got her that. So it's a credit to her to be able to mentally reset. It's a new day. We can win with you not playing your best, but you can't get down on yourself because it's just going to be a steep hill and you're never going to get back up. So, it could be anyone's night. Yesterday they were trying to like open the lane and kind of get us to overhelp. So we hit a bunch of paint passes. It was Shay's night. Tonight they tried to take Shay away, so our guards went off. And that's just kind of what we were trying to do where, we want to be a tough scout where you can't just walk in scout like this is exactly what they're going to do. Like we want it to be kind of this is what they're doing, like, guard it how you want to guard it. We're going to take what you give us.
Shemaya, you okay?
Sure.
That fall, like, I mean, I know you stayed down for a minute, but was it an elbow, like your back, like what was it, tailbone?
It was my elbow.
Okay, it sounded pretty loud, but you're okay, you're good to go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shemaya, what do you think second half what made the difference for you guys?
Like Coach said, we knew that they were taking away certain things, so At halftime, he was just telling us we played them before. Like we know how they go guard us, cut off of one another, try to rebound the best that we can, and just stick together as a team. Like we got this. So I feel like we just came together that second half, and we just started off strong in the third quarter.
And Coach, defensively, after the first quarter, they shot 60 first quarter, and then after that, it was like the rest of the way, and the turnovers were forced.
Mm-hmm.
Was there something different after the first quarter? You guys?
We kind of just locked in a little bit more. We kind of lost some of their scores. A big thing for us defensively was to not let them get on their individual like 8-0 runs, 5-0 runs, like just for themselves. Because once their individual players start going, their team kind of ignites. So we wanted to try to limit them, even if they scored, not let it be in bunches. And they run some tricky stuff with the pitch back threes. They were being physical with our guards, kind of getting open and hitting some threes. But after that first quarter, the kind of adrenaline wore off and we settled in defensively and offensively too. I think after that first half, the shock of how they were guarding us, like we've seen that before throughout the year. So, like I said, I think the game started slowing down for us, and our defense kind of picked up the pressure, and we were able to speed them up while us, taking care of the ball as best as we could. And we get 18 offensive rebounds. Even if you don't score off those, that also eats clock. So we just kind of played the long game there in that fourth quarter.
Monday coming back, another familiar team. What do you got to do coming out?
I think a lot of the same. They're going to be a little bit more defensively like Edinboro tonight. They're going to try to pack the paint. So the last time we played them, we tried to spread them out as much as we could, get a lot of quick rips, and then play off of that. But they're another team that they have a lot of individual scores that can really fill it up. I think Claxton, when we played them the first time, had I think it was like 26, and she was we held her in check till the fourth, and then she went off for like 15. So that's another one where if you can keep their main players in check, not let them get momentum, hit 2-3 shots in a row, their team's gonna get a little stagnant. So, but they're really, really good. So, that's a task in itself. They got a lot of size, and they have a lot of depth, which I think this time of year is really, really a positive thing for them because they can just throw 6'2" girls in and out of the lineup, which is really hard to match up. But we just got to do a lot of the same and stick to the, our game plan, our scout, pinch off non-shooters, pressure their scores. And, I think we'll be okay as long as we just play our game.